And it's all... Here we go. So New York will get their first possession. Now, New York starting five. They've got Karl Anthony Towns. Mikal Bridges is out there with Miles McBride. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward. Now here's Bridges. New York needs to get off a shot here. Here's Towns. It's rebounded by Minnesota. They defeated Milwaukee in their last game.
Yeah, it was relentless play at both ends of the court in that game. They were able to seize control and maintain it.
Well, those are the kinds of performances you hope carry over into some momentum for this.
Towns, a screen on DiVincenzo. Pass to Towns. The three. And it's Gobert with a rebound. First quarter of play, a minute in. Oh, deflected. Here's Randall. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without fouling.
All right, chums, I got to ask you a personal question here. You know, a screen time, that pops up on your cell phone. When your phone gives you that usage report, I assume that daily average is in double digits?
Yeah, I haven't looked. I don't want to look, to be honest. I'm clearly a power user, that's for sure. I think I would be ashamed of the screen time I have. Speaking of which, BA, do we have any outlets here at the desk here? Can I charge my phone right now? Oh, wait, it's right here. Never mind. I got it, BA.
The Shams carbon footprint. It's impressive. We got to get our news, though. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. When Karl Anthony Towns was brought up, coach immediately chimed in, saying, yeah, the thing about Towns is the sheer size that he brings. Our guys will have to be physical and make him uncomfortable around the basket to have success. Physicality and aggressiveness will be the key. Brian, back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Robinson, a screen on McDaniels. Anunoby finds Robinson. Count it. Good.
Well, he led him with the pass there. That was impressive.
And you talk to front office insiders, they'll tell you depth is a necessity for a winning team, Shams.
With more parity, that comes more competition. I'm told front office executives are continuing to scout players that they feel bring that competitive drive, that desire, that will to want to play and compete on a nightly basis. Because these games this season gets long. It's not as frequent when you can just coast through games. You need some real horses to finish the race of the regular season.
Yeah, good point. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, the agility of Bridges, working around the impact of the foul to get his shot.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. The Timberwolves trail. Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. Randall outside. The three is up. Here's Gobert. It's hauled in by Robinson. The Knicks have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. McBride passes to Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. And one thing you can say about today's NBA, Shams, it keeps you guessing.
Oh, does it? I mean, this is an era of wide-open competition. We've seen the flattening of the lottery odds, the big comebacks, especially in the playoffs this past year, a different champion each season. These are exciting times to be sure, and I think continuingly with this collective bargaining agreement, we're going to see more and more parity in the league.
And a year-round news cycle, which is good for you.
I'll be ready, BA. You know this is much more fun for me.
And Edwards with the basket on the assist by McDaniels.
Good read by McDaniels. This is the kind of team-first attitude he brings to the court.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. New York also changing it up. Portis checked in for Robinson. Josh Hart comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. And Jordan Clarkson subbed in for Mikal Bridges. They grabbed their own miss. Stolen by Ingles. Pass to Shannon. Second chance shot. And it's good on the layup.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
McBride passes to Hart. Can they get it? It's rebounded by Minnesota. 1:24 left in the first quarter here. Outside, Ingles. That one's good, and it's Conley who picks up the assist.
Just a smart veteran play by Conley, making sure the ball gets to the guy with the best shot available.
Now here's McBride. Yet to see a basket. And an Obi for three. New York, again, can't hit.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the three of his own.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Randall, he's checked in for Minnesota. Knicks trail by 8. Here's Clarkson. And he buries his first look.
Well, that's a nimble move by Clarkson, allowing him to work around that contact.
Pass to Randall.
Blocked! Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Here's Hart. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Now here's Clarkson. Hart from long range. The rebound by Shannon. Here's Minnesota. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Randall. And he gets it to go off the front iron.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop him?
And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the official.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Fires away from way outside. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Timberwolves ahead, leading by 8. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for Minnesota.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
So on the floor for New York, filling out the wings, Clarkson and Bridges. And it's Josh Hart. And it's Cordy in at the center position. The last 7 league MVPs born outside the United States, Shams. The game is going global. What's next?
So, B.A., Adam Silver cited this statistic. 5 years from now, over 40% of the youth of the world will live in Africa. I think we'll see a lot of investment in developing that talent, not to mention captivating fans in that market, but really around the world. That's what the NBA is, a global sport.
You think we'll see teams, divisions, possibly groups of teams in certain areas around the world that'll be part of the NBA?
NBA Europe is very much in the works. There could be a real league there with the NBA.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Timberwolves coach Chris Finch said, we're a team based on movement, cutting, and fluidity. That burden also falls on Anthony Edwards to move and accommodate his teammates. For his part, Ant said his focus is being what the team needs me to be, a leader by example, and showing them that I'm coachable. Back over to you, Brian.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
Well, what you love about Jordan Clarkson, it doesn't matter if he's starting or coming off the bench, he provides a real scoring punch.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Mikal Bridges.
Well, his scoring has dipped over the last few seasons, and sometimes that can be cause for concern. But it doesn't always tell the full story. You have to consider his role, his usage, as well as the other ways he contributes to the team.
Here's Dillingham. He's covered by Clarkson. Dillingham with the bucket. Dillingham's got 5 points in the quarter. And the league instituting an international flavor for this year's All-Star Game, Shams. What more can you tell us?
Yeah, I'm told the league is really drawing inspiration from what we saw be a successful tournament in hockey. The NBA has been eager to increase the compete level for years now, so the U.S. versus the world format might just be the one to facilitate that this year.
Well, you look at the score in this game, it's not reflective of the night he's had. He's struggled.
Hart with a screen on Ingles. Bridges passes to Hart. Out to Bridges. Just 5 to shoot. Ingles against Hart. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
A true team player. Clarkson will connect other teammates to the ball if they get open.
Pass to Ingles. Conley looking for an opening. The kick out to Ingles. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ingles. And a look now at Minnesota's upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they'll be taking on Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Saturday, they'll kick off a homestand, starting with the Brooklyn Nets.
When you look ahead, there are a lot of winnable games, but you really can't think that as a player. You have to take every opponent seriously because this is the NBA. No game is a freebie.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Ingles. McDaniels comes in for Shannon. Edwards, he's checked in for Dillingham. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Conley. New York shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. Shams, with so many entertainment options out there, Commissioner Silver has said the league cannot be complacent.
Boy, is there ever. I mean, you think about the new TV deals, you think about the rise of social media. We're seeing so much innovation in this world, just in general, across all sports, and the NBA is no different. And certainly, the league office has been very proactive, looking to improve this product at every turn, and a lot of this is around social media, around the internet, around their young consumers and young fans.
Anunoby having to deal with bodies draped on him, not giving in.
It's his first trip to the line.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And it's Edwards with the ball for Minnesota. They've led by as many as 11. Down low. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Yeah, it just seems like every year Edwards gets more comfortable running the pick and roll.
Pass to Towns. The 3. Oh, Towns with the triple.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best.
Edwards against Bridges. Fires the 3. And it's Anthony Edwards with the 3. Edwards got 5 points.
I love how competitive Edwards is. He relishes getting revenge like this.
McBride passes to Hart. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. The 3, DiVincenzo. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist. Edwards got his 3rd assist of the night. All right, Chomps, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, B.A. Thank you.
And as always, Shams with some great stuff there. I'll tell you what, this guy knows all when it comes to the NBA.
No doubt, Shams is the guy when you're looking for the inside scoop. So well connected and respected around the league.
Conley's checked in for Randall. New York also changing it up. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Hart. And Clarkson subbed in for Bridges. Edwards, a pass to Conley. 1:02 left in the second period. All sorts of time. Towns with a rebound. Knicks trail by 4. Anunoby passes to Towns. Back to Anunoby. 3-pointer. Towns can't get it to go.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Edwards against Anunoby. McDaniels with a steal. Up the floor. Oh, Edwards bringing the heat.
Among the best athletes in this league, Anthony Edwards taking flight.
Here's Towns. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. 7 seconds left in the first half of this game. Here's Edwards. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
I mean, that was just terrific work to stay in control and finish.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. He got it up. That one is off. Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Hey, folks, the way they have owned the paint, not only will they win the game, they might not even sweat in the fourth quarter.
And next, a look at... Appreciate you joining.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. Boy, you look at Mikal Bridges. What a contribution.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. And that's the group, Chris Finch, as we begin the second half. And Stan, the importance of team chemistry. Why is it so hard to win without it?
Well, look, Brian, it's not just talent. The talent has to fit together. Guys have to complement each other. Sometimes you see teams where you've got 2 really talented guys or 3 really talented guys, but their games are the same. That won't work. You need complementary talent. And when you have it, things come together quickly. You guys take as many mid-range jumpers as Randall, the lefty. Very confident in this area.
McBride passes to Bridges. Towns a screen on Edwards. And Bridges, here we go. Towns. It's rebounded by Minnesota. They've led by as many as 11. Here's Randall. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. When it comes to Randall, he's had doubters over the years, Stan, but his talent's undeniable.
Yeah, B.A., look, there's no question Randall's ability to score and rebound down low. And his post-passing gets overlooked sometimes, too.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. The free throw drops for Randall. And prior to last season, the Timberwolves had never won a playoff series in consecutive seasons, Stan.
Yeah, and so now they make the conference finals 2 seasons in a row. The most sustained success this franchise has ever known.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
ABA, Anthony Edwards keeps a tight circle. He said, I've known my whole crew since I was 13, and that's the answer to everything. And the crew includes those voices of wisdom, too. He said, quote, I keep those types of friends around. I'm not the type that always listens, but I'll listen to my elders. Back to you, BA.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. And stolen by Gobert. Here's Edwards. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Bridges. From downtown. Rebound Minnesota.
That's staying connected to the shooter and timing the contest.
Randall can't hit.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Bridges misses.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Pass to Gobert. And he drops it in from the low post. And that's now 8 points for Rudy Gobert.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
With a short break, we look at some of the stingiest defenses in the NBA. Number 1, the Knicks. In the 3rd spot, the Timberwolves.
Both teams really take pride in their defense and shutting one another down, which is kind of refreshing to see in a league widely dominated by offense.
Towns, that's good.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
For 3, Randall. A rebound by Bridges. Knicks trail by 9. Here's Anunoby. And he draws body contact. Looks like a blocking foul. He was in the shooting motion, so he'll head to the line. Jaden McDaniels picks one up. And this will be his second trip to the free throw line.
Yeah, what you love about Anunoby is his toughness and work ethic. When he's out there, he's going to play hard every second.
Josh Hart's checked in for New York. Randall finds Edwards. 4-3. And it's New York with a rebound. Hart's got 4 rebounds now. Inside, DiVincenzo with the steal. Randall outside. Lets it go from deep. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul. And Minnesota with some changes. Ingles, he's checked in for McDaniels. And Mike Conley is subbed in for DiVincenzo. Bridges passes to Towns. Anunoby on the wing. And the layup is good. 6 points here for OG Anunoby.
Anunoby hit there, but keeps fighting. Just a gritty player on the inside.
Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Ingles, no good. Knicks trail by 5. Here's Anunoby. Here's Hart. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Hart's got his second bucket of the night.
Terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank. Well, he was scuffling with his shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
Hart with a screen on Conley. McBride attacking. The shot's good. McBride's got 5.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Randall outside. Back to Conley. Launches it. It's rebounded by New York. Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 14-6 run. Hart finds Towns. A rebound by Ingles. Ingles has got 4 rebounds in the game. Conley against Bridges. Outside Edwards. Shoots over Anunoby. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Bridges passes to McBride. For the tie. And Mikal Bridges gets a 3. He's got 16.
And year after year, Bridges continues to expand his range.
Here's Edwards. Minnesota again missing. What a performance for Julius Randle. He has been the story for Minnesota. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. So on the floor for New York, filling out the wings, Clarkson and Bridges. Then it's Josh Hart, and it's Kolek in at the point. New York shooting a solid 47%. Clarkson passes to Hart. Bridges, a screen on Randall. Hart goes in, and they take the lead.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Now here's Conley. Pass to Dillingham. Here's Randall. From 10 feet away. The Knicks with the rebound. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone now. And that one's good. Clarkson. And now a 4-point Knick lead.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
And Chris Finch has called timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. And Minnesota making a change here. Edwards is checked in. And a switch here also for New York. Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for Hudporty. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And that's good as he hits both shots.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
Edwards looking it over. Edwards with some muscle.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards. Taking the contact, but staying committed to his finish.
Here's Clarkson. Kicks it out Towns. Back to Clarkson. The rebound by Ingles. Ingles got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Edwards. Jacks up a 3. The triple hits for Edwards.
Well, that's his first 3 here in the second half. Gotta think he'd like a few more of those.
Here's Kolek. He's guarded by Conley. Bridges outside. Now here's Hart for 3. And the Knicks miss again. Randall, pass to Conley. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Pass to Randall. Over Towns. And it's Randall that time. On the assist by Conley. Conley's got 6 assists here tonight. Here's Clarkson. Yes! Using that window.
Oh, I'll tell you what, in this fourth quarter, he's been locked in and has made some big shots for his team.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Ingles. McDaniels comes in for Dillingham. And it's DiVincenzo in for Conley. New York also changing it up. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Hart. OG Anunoby comes in for Clarkson. And it's McBride in for Kolek. The ball's knocked loose. The Knicks with the lead. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Here's Towns. Gobert pulls it down. Now McDaniels. Oh, what a jam! Holding nothing back.
What bounce from McDaniels, just leaping into the air for that dunk.
Towns on a screen. Now Anunoby. Six on the shot clock. Bridges! The triple drop!
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Getting it done inside. Edwards.
Well, if it's a big spot, Edwards wants the ball, wants the attention. You need that in the league.
Here's Anunoby. Now Towns. Outside Anunoby. Now Towns. Oh, Towns drops the hammer.
Well, in a big moment, go to your big man. Towns can be so dominant when he needs to be.
Here's Edwards. 1:07 left in the fourth quarter here. Oh, the feathery touch. Dropped it right over the rim.
Wow, these are the moments that Edwards lives for. He is dynamite in the clutch.
Robinson, a screen on DiVincenzo. Banks it home. Big shot.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Edwards jams it home.
Well, you need a bucket? Give it to Edwards. He's got that clutch speed.
And New York has possession. Here's Bridges. Now Robinson. Oh, he jammed it.
Well, that's a smart pass in close quarter.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
It's money from deep.
Well, this is why you have DiVincenzo on the floor in these moments. He is clutch.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Obviously, not a lot of time to work with. What do you guys think we're going to see?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
Here's Edwards. And they foul intentionally. Now, they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2. And so he drops them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Boy, that is clutch. Now go out and guard that three-point line.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
So hard to get a clean look from distance in this situation because everybody knows that's the shot they need. So the defense is smothering the perimeter with everyone they have.
Jacks up a 3. And the 3 misses. And so it's Minnesota who scrapes by with a win. That was an incredible... All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. And that about wraps it up.
Alligator suitcases, put it in your face.